Is Medium still worth it for beginner writers in 2023? Let's get into it. My name is Zuli Rain. I am a freelance writer, content creator, cat mom, and I make videos that help you earn a living by writing about what you actually love. In today's video, I'm going to explain whether writing on Medium in 2023 is still worth it for new writers. My short answer is yes, Medium is 100% the best place to be if you want to read or write on the internet. Before I explain why, let's get a brief word from our sponsors. Big thanks to SHORTFORM for sponsoring today's video. SHORTFORM is a book guide and book summary platform with over 1,000 different books that you can choose from to read. They cover entrepreneurship, they cover psychology, they cover fiction even. They've got all kinds of stuff. Most recently, I read this really interesting one called Becoming Bulletproof by Evie Pomporas, who's a former Secret Service agent. One thing I found really useful from her book was figuring out ways to deal with stress, like actually building up a tolerance to it. You might not think it, but my job is very stressful. Sometimes. SHORTFORM publishes new guides every single week, and subscribers actually get the chance to vote on which ones they want to see next. To get a 5-day free trial, please use the code shortform.com/Zuli. This will give you a 20% off membership fee to join. Okay, now back to the video. Medium is the best place to start a blog in 2023 as a new writer for 3 very important reasons. Number 1, no setup required. You don't need a domain name, you don't need SEO knowledge, you don't need any plugins or widgets or nothing. Literally, you join with your Google account and you're writing literally seconds later. That is so powerful and so cool if you're a beginner writer. Number 2, you get paid as you explore and build your business. Now, as we'll get into below, you won't get paid thousands of dollars, but you will get paid to write whatever you want, okay? And number 3, it's just, I've made some of my best friends on Medium. Some of them are coming to my wedding. Medium is full of really incredible writers and readers, and if you join that community, you will only benefit. Okay, let's break that all down. Before we jump into the rationale, I want to spend a little bit of time talking about what Medium actually is. So if you've been here before, you know what Medium is, go ahead and skip to the next chapter. If you're new and you're like, well, what is Medium? This is going to be important for you. Medium is like if a blogging platform like WordPress and a social media platform like Twitter had a baby. And every time you posted one of your posts on that baby website, you got paid when somebody read it. You can read, you can write, you can comment, you can share, etc. They are trying to do something really hard. They are trying to be the very best place to read and write on the internet, and I believe they've more or less accomplished that goal. Now we're going to get into how Medium actually works, why I think it's still worth it for beginners in 2023, and talking about like how you can succeed as a new writer on Medium in 2023. Let's talk about how readers find your stories on Medium, because this is one of the most compelling reasons why Medium is still worth it for writers in 2023. Medium has a couple of different features how people can find your stories. So unlike Google, where it pretty much all depends on SEO, and unlike something like Instagram, where it's all algorithmic, Medium is a kind of handy-dandy mix between those two features and a bunch of other features that are native to Medium. So first, Medium has what are called publications. Publications are just stories that are all about one topic, like for example, relationships or cats or history or literally anything else you can think of. Anybody can start a publication, anybody can run one, and you can apply to write for most publications. What that means is that if somebody follows a publication, but not you, even if you're a brand new writer, you publish in this publication, you can start getting some views on your work on day 1. Pretty amazing. Once you've been on Medium for a while, you'll start to get your own followers too. And of course, when you publish a story on Medium, it'll be shown to a small group of your followers. If your story is subjectively good based on a mix of what Medium's human employees think and some kind of algorithmic distribution, if they think it's high quality, if they think you've really researched it and put a lot of work and effort into making it a good article, not clickbait, not cheap writing, like a genuine good article, it might get what's called curated or distributed. This means that even if somebody doesn't follow you, but they follow a topic like cats or entrepreneurship, your story about cats or entrepreneurship will be shown to them. Remember, even if they don't follow you. So that's 2 mechanisms now that can actually help you get views even when you have 0 followers to begin with. Medium is the only place I know where you can have 0 followers and still get like hundreds and in some cases even thousands of views on your stories. What does "is Medium worth it" mean to you? So I'm gearing this video towards beginner writers who want to start writing and they're just not sure if Medium is the right platform. But I'm also making this video for people who want to make a lot of money and they're wondering if Medium is the right place to go. How do you earn money on Medium? There are two ways to earn money on Medium. Number one is through the partner program, the Medium partner program. Now, quick note, to join the Medium partner program, you need 100 followers. This is the hard one to get. And you also need to have written at least one story in the last 6 months. That one's the easy one. A lot of people recommend follow for follow. I don't, because if you do follow for follow, even if you can join the Medium partner program, you're not going to be earning any money because the people who followed you won't actually be interested in your work. They'll have just followed you because you followed them. And I honestly think it's a little scammy to try to get around the restrictions like that. Those restrictions are in place to make sure that you are actually going to contribute to Medium as a community before you start earning money. It's basically like a filter for the get rich quick people. And I personally believe in respecting that. Once you've joined the Medium partner program, you are in this royalty scheme. Basically, if a paying Medium member who pays $5 a month reads one of your stories, you earn a very small portion of their monthly Medium membership. If several people, or even thousands of people, read your stories, then you'll earn quite a large chunk of that monthly membership fee. That's how I earn the majority of my money on Medium, is through the royalty scheme. You get enough people reading your stuff, you earn money. It's that simple. The second way is through the referral program. The referral program is new, it's only about a year old. Basically, if somebody signs up for the Medium partner program, if somebody signs up for Medium membership, they sign up to pay $5 a month to read unlimited stories on Medium, and they sign up through your link, you get half of their monthly Medium membership fee in perpetuity. Forever. As long as they continue being a paying member, you earn about $2.17, I think. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but imagine you convince 10 people to sign up to read on Medium. That's suddenly you're looking at $21. Now, imagine you convince 100 people to do that. Suddenly you're looking at $200. And the really great thing about this income is it doesn't rely on you going viral. It doesn't rely on you writing clickbait. That's an income that you can rely on month, whether it's $20, $2, or $200. I currently, as of this filming, have I think 240 people who have signed up to Medium membership through me, which means I get about $500 a month, not for doing anything, just continuing to write articles that make them think, Medium is a good place to keep spending my $5. The answer is yes. In November alone, I'm filming this in November, so I'm only partway through the month, but it looks like I'm on track to earn about $2,500. It looks like I've published, at this point, let's have a look. I've published 3 stories so far in November. I'm still gonna earn over $2,500. You're listening to this and you're like,
wait a minute, Zuli. I've got a gotcha. You've been writing on Medium for 4 years. You have 60,000 followers. Of course you can earn money on Medium, but can anyone earn money on Medium?
Even beginners can still earn money on Medium. I'm gonna go into a quick rant here. The problem is that Medium has a little bit of bad press in the money-making area. A couple of years ago, Medium used to publish how many people, or what, like the highest amount of money that people earned on Medium. And that number was high. There were some people who were earning over $10,000 a month by writing on Medium. And so Medium got this reputation for being the kind of place where anyone could go, crank out a couple of listicles, and be earning thousands. That has never been true. That has never been true. All the people who were earning thousands of dollars on Medium were people who were treating it like their full-time job. They were people who were writing 8 hours a day, who were doing research, who were doing audience analysis, who were working on publications, who were pitching stories. It was hard work. That was not ever easy money. It may have been easier, but it was never easy. And since I think about a couple of years ago, people no longer make tens of thousands of dollars on Medium every month. The highest I've seen in the last couple of months has been about $5,000 a month. And I know 2 people who are doing that. And as you can imagine, I know a lot of successful writers. So for context, again, with my 60,000 followers, my 240 referred members, etc., I'm still only earning $250 a month. And it's been a very good month for me. This is unusual. Normally I'm closer to like 2000 and 1500. Medium no longer releases data on the highest amount of money people earn, I suspect because they wanted to stop contributing to this Medium as a place to get rich quick kind of feeling that people had. Even at its peak, even when they were releasing that data, no more than 10% of writers were even earning over $100, let alone $1,000. So it's possible to earn thousands of dollars. I'm proof of that. I know even beginners can do that. I've seen beginners this year and last year start writing on Medium and earn hundreds and thousands of dollars since starting. It's just not likely unless you are already a very good writer, unless you already know how to analyze your audiences and think about what kind of value you can provide to audiences. It's just not likely. Now, you can still earn money with Medium, and this is a really important distinction. Medium was never really a good place to make a full-time living, and it certainly isn't true now, and it's less true than it was a couple of years ago. Start thinking instead of Medium as not a place to earn a full-time living, but a way to earn a full-time living. And you're like,
Lily, don't get caught up in semantics.
But I want to explain exactly what I mean. Medium is a place of opportunities, right? Medium itself might not pay you money, but Medium will give you opportunities that do end up earning enough money for you to make a full-time living writing about what you love, because that's what I do. I do not make, and nowadays I don't even make like 20% of my monthly income from Medium, and that's a good place to be. But all of the opportunities where I do make my money have come from Medium. Now let's talk about that. When I publish on Medium, I have the ability to share my thoughts with a very potentially large group of people very quickly. I can choose to target what kind of people I want to read it by using a tool like publications, or I can hope that my story gets curated in a particular topic so I can reach a segment of readers that way. Now, let's say, for example, that I'm an aspiring freelance writer and I really, really want to write for a cat website. I would think to myself, okay, if I owned a cat website, what kind of content would I be reading? And the answer is that I would probably be reading a publication called Katniss that posts stuff all about cats. What I would do then is I would write a really kick-ass article, I would submit it to Katniss, and at the bottom I would say, hey, want to have this kind of awesome content for your own website? Guess what? I'm a freelance writer. Hire me, here's my email. I have literally gained tons of freelance clients through Medium doing exactly that, and I have a whole tutorial on how you can do that, which I will link here. And if you want to go that way, that is a really valuable option that you can take. Think of Medium as a portfolio or as a way to do targeted research, or as a way that you can target specific freelance clients. Some really cool people are on Medium, and it's very, very easy to approach them and start a conversation with them. You can leave a comment on their work. You can find them on LinkedIn and say, hey, I loved your article. When people post on Medium, they are inviting a dialogue. All you have to do is pick up the other end of the line. That is so valuable, and honestly, today, it's rare. You don't get that on Twitter anymore. LinkedIn is, you're getting it, but I don't like what you get there. There's no really comparison on Instagram. Frankly, it's a really good place to connect with peers. And finally, it's also a really good place to grow your own audience. No matter what you write about, on Medium, you can post content, grow your own audience, like by growing a newsletter off Medium, and speak to those readers specifically. Create content for those readers specifically, and even sell products or services to those readers specifically. So, in short, think of Medium as a place where you can post a portfolio. Maybe you can use it to find a book deal. You can grow your connections. And remember, while you're doing all that, you are getting paid through the royalty scheme. Again, it might not be more than like $50, $100, $200, but that's more than you'd be getting anywhere else to do the exact same thing, and you're getting free exposure to audiences. You may earn some serious money with Medium. Like I said, people have done it in the past, but you should go into this Medium writing experiment with the mindset that that income will be a bonus, not an expected outcome. Okay, so now I've addressed all the people who want to know if you can get rich on Medium. Answer, not really. You can use it to get rich, but Medium itself is not going to enrich you. Now let's talk about how easy it is to get started as a beginner on Medium, and why this is the most important reason why Medium is so worth it to start even in 2023. Reason number one, you don't need to niche down on Medium, and I think this is specifically good for beginners. If you create a website anywhere else, you're relying on SEO to grow, and to rely on SEO, you kind of have to tell Google, okay, I'm an expert in this field. And if you deviate away from that, Google's like, wait a minute, I don't want to see you write articles about cats. You're a food blog. I'm not going to show this to anybody. It's not great. Now, the problem is, as a beginner writer, you don't know what you want to write about yet. You don't know what your niche is. You might not even want to have a niche, full stop. On Medium, because the distribution comes from so many different factors, so somebody might find you because you publish in a publication they like, because you get curated in a topic, because they happen to follow you, because someone they follow clapped for your story. There are so many different mechanisms that you can write about whatever you want and be confident that Medium will show your article to the people who are interested in it, even if it's not in your specific niche. The second, I want to talk about the UI. I think Medium's biggest selling point to everybody else is how simple the editor is to use. I've mentioned this earlier, I've made videos about it. To write on Medium, you don't have to worry about formatting, hosting, CSS, coding, widgets, plugins, nothing. You just open up the editor and start typing. And it's so fun, so easy, so intuitive, such a focused experience. It is literally just you and your words on that page, and that is so freeing, especially as a beginner when you don't really want to focus on anything but the writing, which is hard enough as it is. So to summarize, if you think Medium is a get-rich-quick scheme, Medium's not for you. If you're a beginner who wants to earn money casually while you write about whatever you want, Medium is for you. If you want to become a professional writer and you want to grow your network or potentially make some connections, get some gigs, Medium is also a great place to do that while you still get paid to experiment. Okay, now if you've watched this far, you're like,
Great, but aren't there easier places to write? Aren't there places where I can make more money writing? What makes Medium the very best platform in 2023? Why is it still worth it to be writing on Medium in this year of our Lord?
So I want to compare it to its closest competitor. So you can think about it and say,
Yeah, actually it is still worth it to write on Medium. Zuli was 100% right.
That's going to be your conclusion, I'm just telling you now. All right, let's compare it with what would have previously been thought of as like the entry-level blog, WordPress. WordPress is, I've tried to start a WordPress before, right? I'm not super technologically advanced, but I know my way around a CMS. I know my way around a content management system. I know how to use WordPress, but compared to Medium, it was so much harder to get started writing. If all you want to do is write, if you don't want to optimize anything, if you don't want to worry about hosting, if you don't care about a domain name, if all you want to do is write, Medium is better than WordPress 100%. Now, once you get started as a blogger, once you've got some experience, you have a grasp of SEO, you want to start getting more customized, then it makes sense to move over to WordPress, where you do have more customization options. You can add plugins to make your website do what it wants. You can have like people who can book people who can book a call with you, people who can buy a product off your website, SEO plugins, like literally all kinds of stuff. But for beginners especially, you don't need all that. All that's just going to get in your way of writing. Medium is much better to just sit down, start writing, figure out if it's actually what you want to do, if it's actually for you. And then once you start getting some traction, once you start writing consistently, then you can investigate WordPress. Now let's talk about a relative newcomer onto the scene, Substack. I see this comparison a lot, and it actually confuses me. I don't think Medium and Substack are really competitors. They're sisters, they're cousins, right? On Substack, you can publish content behind a paywall. You can also publish content not behind a paywall or some combination of the two. And when you publish content, this stuff lives on your Substack blog, but it also lives, you can send it to people in a newsletter format too. This is great if you already have an audience and you want to charge them money for accessing your work. But if you don't have an audience, if you're brand new to writing, you're not going to find readers just by publishing on Substack, unless you already know a lot about SEO, or unless you already have a huge presence on like Twitter or Instagram or somewhere that you can drive traffic to your Substack to get people to sign up that way. I have yet to see literally a single person grow organically on Substack without having prior social media presence elsewhere. If you're a newbie, you start writing on Medium, you find you like it, you grow an audience there, then it makes sense to go to Substack and say, hey, for my super fans, y'all want more sweet content. I'll post, one paid newsletter a week on Substack. Or you can migrate entirely to Substack and say, hey, I'm not posting anything on Medium anymore. If you want my stuff, sign up to see my content on Substack. So let's summarize. Is Medium worth it in 2023? If I were a brand new writer and January 1st, 2023, I was like, where is the best place to start a blog? Should I go to Medium? Is Medium still worth it even as a total beginner? The answer is 100% yes. You probably won't be able to earn a full-time living on Medium only, but as a beginner, you will be able to explore without the limitation of niches or domain names or having to worry about SEO or anything else. You can be free to just write about whatever you want, no problems, no questions. And for more professional writers or those who want to become professional writers, Medium offers an amazing opportunity to get exposure to new audiences, get freelance opportunities, grow your network, and build your own audience. Finally, it's the most fun I've ever had writing. I've tried a bunch of different platforms, Medium's still the one. And that's going to be true, and that's going to be as true in 2023 as it was in 2018 when I started. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, if you agree, if you disagree, let me know in the comments. I read every single one. All right, have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you all in the next video.